Part 3 of an HK analysis, interpretation, critiques, and Part 3, Episode 12 of Welcome to an HK. Sato, who's gotten deceived by Kashiwa Senpai, just going to, got not got deceived, got dragged by Kashiwa Senpai. Go to go to this offline meeting, gone onto the offline meeting, and essentially he is, go on. So he see the grips of the people that essentially gone onto suicide, and he think that what the gloomy grip and outlook on life. But alas, if you see the end of this arc already, you see that Sato is the most pathetic one, as he being the most kinky or energetic one is because of the fact that he is hallucinating and stuff. And so this highlighted how exterior stuff doesn't means that he is doesn't determines your mental state. Like, you could have all money, you could have being the doctor's sons and having your business looked on, and your mom doesn't blame anything and stuff, and maybe your mom maybe just pressuring you, but you still have a good life. But Sato doesn't have anything. He is just eating his mom's money day by day. But exactly, I think Sato mom's knows that he is essentially hikikomori, that is, but his mom is essentially just let him go, let him be, because of the fact that his mom is intelligent, his mom is caring for his son. So she knows that by forcing, it will make him, it will have more of a lashback than just let him be. That's how his mom care. And you could see that in the later episode, his mom is so much really intelligent and real observative. And essentially you see that Sato still get, Sato doesn't pay his college, or Sato doesn't really get a job. That's probably his mom probably know by now that he is Kikomori, and so he just got the suicide grip, which essentially goes onto the suicide. And she wasn't buying in her companies, which you could see that when they goes on the probably because she wasn't by talk about Sato in a bad light to them, and I think because she wasn't by just essentially hallucinate pessimism about Sato and dragged him into the bad way. And in the plane scenes, you could see this guy is probably reading a book that he probably have the second thoughts of his doctor degree. He want to, he have the problem with his life. He got he's stealing medicines or something, and he doesn't qualify as doctor. And so, but he still probably have the same thoughts of as he read the books about I don't know. But essentially, Akira Yugasaki, which is she was senpai boyfriends, is actually one. Is she actually call for Yugasaki, which is her, you know, her is her boyfriend, because of the fact that she has the second thoughts, like so, and so I think that he does not answer the phone is because of the fact that he is busy, and because she wasn't by just ended her life because she's so pessimism, like she left Yugasaki then, like, and she toyed with Sado, like, so if she doesn't get any attention with Yugasaki and she thinks Yugasaki doesn't care for her, and but inside Shiva Senpai is actually kind of bitch, because she is still thinking about Yugasaki, and she is still, trying to call for Yugasaki. If he answer, I suspect that I actually thinking that she would definitely not go on to suicide if Yugasaki answered that call. So this is why Shiva Senpai is just, kind of pessimism about just kind of pessimism, just just so exaggerated about her situation, as she is she gonna suicide just because Yugasaki doesn't have time for him? Like, she could just told him that she just can't put up with this anymore if he can't have time for her. Like, we could just break that, like, because this is essential, having time for each other as a girlfriend, boyfriends. Why doesn't, because she wasn't by just break up then, if she loved her so much, if she loved him so much, and you should, if you love him so much, you should be able to told him that you would break. No, if you love him that much, you should know that he is busy, and you should, give time, and you could be tolerate this, even but you just wanted his attention, like you just wanted him to know why, to know that to give his attention to you because he is a good human being. Like, you wanted attention from him, so why? And if you doesn't like it that much, and you told him, and he doesn't, and if you told him and he doesn't, you can't tolerate, that means you don't love him. And if you told him and he doesn't fix his schedule, and that, if that's the case, you should probably break that. Like, not getting yourself suicide to get attention. That's not the correct way. Like, she wasn't by just so pessimist, and fixes her problems with the fact that she using her medicines in order to make herself, in order to make herself happy again, and she doesn't get attention, and she doesn't told him and break it, and doesn't use those methods. Instead, she just escaped from the reality and getting suicide. And I'm confused of the thought of Kashiwa Senpai so much. I am like Kashiwa Senpai before, so I could know what she is I could understand her, I could analyze her so much as this. And like I really don't. And Kashiwa Senpai is just like a person that is most on age, that is the most escaping from the reality, as far as I can see, escaping from every problems, you know, using the most easiest method, but hurting herself the most. Um. So like this. So this guy would just is this guy is just on the ships. Like you could see how your life is made. If you see Sado, you could see that how your life is like your life is made better, and your outlook is more better. Just one misunderstanding, you could see that your mental is so easy to change. You could see that it's easy to change yourself. Like you just misunderstand one thing and imagine it would be with Kashiwa Senpai, and like it's easy to. And his outlook, it's changed. He changed everyone, and like he's happy in life. He just misunderstand one thing, like it's his illusion. Like like the reality doesn't exist. Like you could say that, like the reality doesn't matter anyway, because it is what is reality that you perceive. Like you perceive everyone different. You perceive the different reality. They could be more of an illusion of themselves, and they could just you know illusionate themselves one way or another, and lie to themselves, and escaping from reality one way or another. And being like Sado, not means and understand that, and being positive, by misunderstanding one thing, from hikikomori to the one that save life, the one that have positive outlook like Sado in the Iceland arc, is just so true to human being psychologically, of how we could change, of how the world is just so much. The world is just it's just by you perceive. The reality is just as you perceive by you. Like everyone have different reality, and that is no one that have the same reality. And like there's no real one, there's no true one, there's no correct way to view the world. And so you have to change optimize to the way that you like the most, that it suits you. And so this is shows that even Sado could change. Like the whole cruise, like the whole cruise is just, even if the whole crew is just fucked up, like having serious stuff, but Sado is still positive just by misunderstand one things. And like you could do it too. Like even Sado could do it. So that's mean it's depend on you. It's not depends on your surrounding to change. You need to change yourself in order to change the surrounding. This is what I get from the Iceland arc. And so Sado in this guys is just goes on and Kachiwa Senpai just play off her self-earned, because means that she didn't care about Jigzagi anymore, and she sucked up to Sado instead. And Jigzagi just doesn't care about Shiva Senpai, just sucked up with his work. and he has the fault too. And his work finished finding Kashiwa Senpai, you know, and and his work finished. Uh, he goes onto the apartment of Kashiwa and go to like chilling on Kashiwa bait, and like you could say that he does not, he seems to be a caring person. He seems to be, on the outside he seems to be caring person, but he's fucked up because he doesn't care because she was senpai at all. What I mean by at all, I mean by really at all. Like he doesn't even like trying to understand her. All he did is like seeing her as, you know, as not as a lox, and treat her like, you know, basic needs. That's all. Like treat Kashi wasn't by like a monkey. Treat Kashi wasn't by like a pet. Like he just doesn't care about Kashiwa Senpai at all. He just like, you know, like treat Kashiwa Senpai basic needs and think that she doesn't need anything more and go to work and stuff, and that's make Kashiwa Senpai suicide. Like this is the first time that you could see that he go into the room with Kashiwa Senpai. He just not even know that Kashiwa Senpai is reading a novel. Like she didn't even know that Kashiwa Senpai reading this stuff. Let alone how he take parts in the offline meetings, or she take parts in the let alone if she take parts in the offline website of suicide. Like I just don't understand. I kind of don't understand Chikazaki. Like he think human is just like monkeys and just treat basics needs and we're okay, we're doing it. And like as you see, he just encourage all her, like it's just empty words of encouragement, and he's just like thinking too straight for words. So the hotel got cancelled by Chikazaki, and like Sado and Chikazaki and stuff, and his great companies go onto the you could say the Iceland, and Chikazaki is just, you know, using the just knowing that just kind of investigate how she was sent by a suicide, and when he helped her, he just goes back to the normal and like doesn't treat human correctly, like, you know, like he think that human is monkey. And so Sado just like being positive alone and stuff, and he wanted to help. He think that he needs to be more positive and something, and like everyone just basically ignored the Sado. Basically everyone just doesn't care about the Sado and treat him as nuisance, and everyone just like being negative and stuff, and like life having no meaning at all. Like and Sado think that he is bad or something, but it's opposite. Like, you could say that he is uh he he is going to wrong group where they doesn't wanted to have any friends, they doesn't wanted to have any interaction at all, because the other goes to wrong places. And it's highlighted how he is loyal with this many human being around. So it's like he is stupid and stuff, but it's not. It's like when you, even if you are around like a lot of people, you still feel lonely, because if you have no interaction around people, like I could be alone all day. Like, even these days, I'm being alone all day so far, and I don't really feel lonely because I have anime, and the fact that there's not real loud hour for everyone else, and no one just ignore you. Like, if you are around a lot of people, you could be lonely because of if they're not interacting or ignore you. If you got ignored, it's kind of make that that feeling of like kind of bad feeling in your stomachs, because I got ignored a lot. I know what to talk about, but essentially, you when you got ignored, it's more bad, it's more lonely, it's more feeling bad than being with yourself alone in the rooms without internet. I will have to make it metaphorical, because I have been through myself, and like I even like my life, even I think equally bad, equally pathetic to Sado, and but I think Sado is slightly more kind of dangerous and stuff. But I have been through that. There's tough period. There's I think violence period in my life through, and like Sado just flash back to her probably with Kobayashi. I remember the angel or class rep. So the class rep of Sado sort of think that it is actually cool, it is actually good to be attached, to be detached. This is actually the opposite for me. Like, I wanted to participate in anything in school, but back in the school days, not anime, not joke, not pun, by the way. In my school days, I wanted to participate in any festival that I could, but I couldn't even one, because everyone ignored me. I couldn't work in the group. I didn't have any talents, and like I wanted to participate, and people just bullied me, and I got bullied, and like I need to be detached. It is necessary for me to be detached to all the festival, to not facing anyone, because I got bullied a lot, and like I have severe depressions when I am around a lot of people. I have the symptoms that I'm kind of want to puke when there's a lot of people, and like so it is like opposite from Sado with like, but I kind of understand Sado. Like, in the anime industry, it I think it's cool to be detached, to be, watching, your typical underrated, typical hidden gem, typical all masterpiece anime than watching seasonal, watching anime that everyone watching, like heart and stuff and harem shit. But actually, I have come to terms with that right now. When I watch new anime like Akibi-chan, Sailor Fuku, or To Your Eternity, I think that anime in the mainstream anime is quite good too. Like I have my open mind. Like I watch anime, like I really love watching new anime, and I really love watching AKB. I really love watching a lot of new seasonal anime right now, and you know, to be too detached or to be too mainstream, both are not good. Like you need to be in the middle ground between just watch, like me, just watch a little of the not so mainstream anime, to just, if seasonal anime doesn't come, and to watch a little bit of all anime masterpieces stuff, and watch a little bit of seasonal anime. It should be healthy, and it should be just like a skit. And my favorite is SAO and most horror anime, by the way, and I totally get the feeling of Inju. They're trying to make everyone work, but no one just lets you. And thinking people who worked up trying to do work is just, it's just not, cool. It's just who worked up and it's just stupid, and I totally know that feeling, because I am that. I think it is not good to be too detached. Like you need to go into having some kind of worked up too, but I kind of understand Sado that, and but I am so feeling bad for Inju, because I am her. I am her when I am in the group. Sometimes I wanted to get a good grade in the middle schools, and I sacrifice many things. And this friend are not working. I need to make them work, and so worked up about everything. But at last, no one just care about me, and it just feel hurt. It just feel ignored. So I just love how you need to, not to be trying to control people, be assertive, being worked up about everything, and should not be control people, but you shouldn't be too detached like Sado too, or else you couldn't, when it's I have these friends in the schools who's thinking that it's good to be detached, act so cool and stuff, but all I see in him is emptiness. All I see in him is someone who life isn't that, I always see is acting. All I see is just a stupid man who's just trying to be detached, trying to be cool, but inside it is empty. It is not smart. It is not anything like I think it is more cool for you to just being more assertive but worked up, and it is more cool to just participate in the events, in the stuff. It is more cool to being friendly, it is more cool to be kind. It is more cool to, care for everyone rather than being, you know, arrogant. Because I am before, I am the one who think that acting like no, not kind, acting selfish, acting, being selfish, being arrogant, being this kind of bad trait. Uh, the name category is itself say that it is bad traits, and I think that is good. It is wrong in the first place, so I get my a lot of the stuff to learn, because like that's why I got detached from the society. That's why I am suffered to today because of that. So the traits itself say that it is the bad trait. So you shouldn't, you know, see it as a good one to do. Like being kindness, being not arrogant, being helping, being understanding, being having this you know open to everyone. It is better than being arrogant. It is not cool at all to be close-minded, to be close-minded, that you like, only masterpiece anime. You're like, you it's not that good to be, close-minded, like, and it is not that good to be too much of a judgy, like these people like this anime bad. Like you should just listen to the reason, like just don't act so cool like Sato, like me in the past, and gotten, and the result is me and Sato life is just fucked up as it is. Being assertive, being participate in the events. I'm not forcing anyone to participate in an event, because sometimes you got bullied like me, but working, not trying to act cool all the time, make yourself a fool sometimes. Like my one dream is to become hero. My one dream is to become the people that got a person that got laughed at. Like it is my dream, one of my dream. But because being the people that you got ignored, being the people that you people see as bad person, people see as person that isn't good, is not that fun. Like being the person that got laughed at is better. So even if you're bad, that people laugh at. And so Sadu is just like thinking that it's cooler to be detached. Like it is not at all. But at those times, I'm kind of happy to be detached though, and like Sato thinking about the past, and Mizaki just investigate, and Yamazaki just investigates about Sato house, and Yugasaki comes in and overhear it. But Sato just make the campfire. The thing that is important, that is you change yourself to change your surrounding. You can't change others by changing the surrounding. Even if you change yourself sometime, you can't change the other. So just don't change the other, change yourself only. And a good thing will come. Change yourself to be more better. Like me helping people, not a bad guy anymore. And everyone just doing the campfire with Sato, and gather together, and living and having go and stuff, and having something to do, and being kinda like being fun, doing something, having a purpose or life, having a campfire that that makes these guys, thinking that seeing Sado doing something and making they want to do too. And Sado just know that these guys just want to die. And finish part 3 if we can do the analysis. Welcome to the analysis and go.